Hello and welcome to the Listening Post's unboxing channel on YouTube. Today it's with great pride that I am unboxing NAD Master Series M32. This stunning integrated amplifier has been multi-award winning. Their direct drive amplification is hugely efficient and beautifully musical in a relatively lightweight yet beautifully made box. The packaging in this amplifier is very muted, giving no implication of the quality of the product inside. It's got digital inputs, 24-bit 192K, it's asynchronous USB, it's about 120 watts a channel. Beautifully built, modular in design, which has become synonymous with NAD. It's stunning, looks brilliant, sounds brilliant, brilliantly built, and it's with great pride that I'm sharing it with you today. So firstly, on one end you will see an additional sort of colour strip. We've asked that this one was supplied with a BluoS module pre-fitted. So they add that to imply, both for shipping and stock inventory perspective, exactly what's inside the box. However, we're going to see this, of course, as exactly how you will unbox it in your home. We have a scan information here, basic information about weight, dimensions, all of those things, and serial number. Basic other environmental information including recycling, NAD Master Series logo, and then an emulation of the serial number on one side. Opening the carton, really easy. I mean, all you're going to do is trim the clear plastic packing tape. This is where we see that the outside box, of course, is just a freight carton. We see the beautiful inner box. Rocking it open, this is how I would recommend you unbox anything heavy, and that's to lift the box off the product, not try and lift the product out. The inner box is protected with some of that heat shrink seal. And as you can see, it's been taped closed again because the amplifier has been pre-fitted with one of the BluoS modules. Now, if you're not familiar with BluoS, NAD has a parent sort of brand called BlueSound. BlueSound can be integrated into both their Classic and Master series with one of their upgrade modules. So they call that BluoS, or Blue Operating System for want of a better word. Getting into this again, very easy. You can see a change of packaging. We've now gone off the dark finish with a little bit of brown. Again, scan information associated with the product. Tearing away the outer plastic is very easy. It's shrunk on. Tear it away. And then very straightforward as far as nicking that and getting in. The packaging is multi-layered. We've got a first sort of this. Now, this is where NAD Master Series have made a couple of choices. Instead of using closed cell foam or polystyrene, they've gone with a soft recycled cardboard. It means that 100% of their packaging, look, apart from a little bit of plastic to protect it, is recyclable. Now this is a huge environmental choice that they have made because, of course, polystyrene and closed cell foam has some permanence in our environment. So they've opted for a product with a lot less impact. It's 100% recyclable, and even if it's just thrown in the tip, can at least decompose. So in the top, we've got an accessory pack. That's a simple enough process to take that out and get rid of that packaging. The box, once opened, has some basic information about Master Series and their warranty. It has a quick setup guide. Now this is an A3 page, just sort of folded. Okay. Basic ins and outs as far as plugging it in. It's got a little wee cleaning instruction guide, and look, in here we've basically got a nice little microfiber polishing cloth. There is NAD Master Series remote control in a little wee polished bag. This is a drawstring bag. Okay. Now this is a full function learning remote control, so in the base where the batteries can go, there's also a USB for the purposes of uploading IR commands and learning and other things along those lines. The remote control has a wonderful fit and feel. It's got an extruded aluminium base and a couple of rubber stoppers, a big front. It's beautiful. I mean, look at its design. And again, it can be programmed to operate any number of things because this is in its own right a learning remote. So it's wonderful to see that they've included that in with these products. We see a nice little wee addition, and it's a USB stick. Now, for those that find software updating a little bit difficult or can't do it necessarily over the internet, you can do so using the provided USB key. This one's branded both with its leather slip with NAD and again on the key itself. It's also very useful because this has a USB input. You can put music on it. You can use it as a keychain. You can have a little bit of fun. Maybe put some of your favourite songs on that stick and use it as a nice default as far as playback goes. Again, they've chosen cardboard and recycled cardboard for their packaging. Now, and under there we've got 4 feet. Now these are designed to protect the surface of the product that you're going to put this on. The amplifier, and you'll see that, please hang around for some photographs, I'll take some close-ups, have milled points. Now those points are designed to obviously isolate the product from an electrical vibration perspective. You know, things do vibrate, and also surface vibration. But with those points, you could potentially damage the surface that it's on. So it's wonderful to see that they've added these. Now, what's beautiful is that these are actually magnetic. You can use them to attach underneath so that you can drag the product around and not fear that it's going to fall off and then end up indenting the product, the surface that it's sitting on. The magnetic approach is wonderful, and it's a nice little touch. I mean, they've genuinely thought about how the end user is going to use this product. Okay, here's the last of the packaging. Now in the corners, I hope you may have seen by now, is that they've doubly protected the corners of the box with some additional cardboard. This is stiff, folded cardboard, designed specifically to ensure that those potentially vulnerable corners are doubly protected in transit. There's 4 of those, obviously. And that nice little feature again ensures that this beautiful product will arrive to you in one piece. Okay. Lifting it out, I'm just going to put it off to one side. We have here now a look at the underside of the packaging. We've got a couple of moisture resistant or moisture absorbing bags, and then an additional accessory box. Get rid of that. Now in the second accessory box, I mean look, it has a little label here, we know what's in it. There's the power cord for the product, and again it's all cardboard packaging. They've tried to reduce plastic in every way that they can. Opening one of these, we've got a New Zealand IEC power cord, and the second one here is probably one of the overseas ones. It's of little value to me. Nope, we've got 2 sets of AA batteries and the MDC BluOS Module accessories. So again, because the MDC module has been fitted, I would suggest that they've removed the superfluous power cord, added a New Zealand one, and then put in the space the accessories associated with BluOS. So if we pause for a moment, there's a USB extension cable, so that's a male to female, and a BluOS Bluetooth adapter. Obviously very straightforward to plug in here, all directly into the BluOS module, depending on the reception that you require. There's also a Wi-Fi aerial and a basic installation and setup guide associated with the module itself. Now, look, we would fit probably that module. I mean, look, we would fit that free of charge, of course. We would do it over the counter. But if you buy one of these upgrade modules yourself, it's so easy to fit. It is literally undo the 2 screws associated with the MDC module, slide it in carefully. There's a good solid click. 2 screws get applied back in, and you're done. It will turn on and boot up with that module in mind. Okay, so looking at the product again, we've got one of these drawstring bags. There's a little additional desiccant preserving bag, and we get to see the quality of this product for the first time. It is beautiful. The fit and finish, the feel of this product is absolutely astonishing. Rocking it carefully onto its edge, we can then take the bag off and have a look at this product. Now, because I'm going to be slipping it around, what I'm going to do is take a moment and just fit some of these feet. Again, just utilising the semi-magnetic attachment. You can just place those on like that. Okay. Now, look, while it's up, we'll have a look at its base. You can see beautiful ventilation, and the fit and finish again is absolutely perfect. So, firstly, look at this product. Absolutely beautiful as far as its design. It alludes to many of the intricacies inside and the layers of attention that they have poured on this product. So looking at it, firstly we've got NAD's logo. Now that illuminates as part of its setup, or on and off. We've got a large LCD display that's full colour. We've got the rotary encoder, which of course is utilised not only for volume but as part of navigation through the setup and other things like that. Tipping it forward, we see obviously the DirectDigital DAC amplifier, M32 logo. Above that is a touch sensitive power button. Tapping turns it on and off. And then MDC, alluding to what's at the rear. The 8 beautiful vents with the milled aluminium sort of touch to it, and of course the beautiful sort of industrial chic of the bolts that we see exposed. So we have a look at the side, again extruded aluminium panelling and ventilation. Looking at the rear, we see a ground for the purpose of its phono stage, an IEC power input, and it's fused, so there's a spare fuse in this little slot, and a basic rocker switch. We've got A and B speakers, easily labelled. We've got pre-out, which can be set up as both pre-out or subwoofer output, depending on how you configure the amplifier. It's got predetermined line 1 and line 2, and you can change the label of that in the setup, as well as a dedicated phono preamp. This is moving magnet only. Above that we've got an RS232 input for the purposes of control, an IR input, and then a trigger in and out to both power this product up or then power on additional amplifiers or something else as well. You've got a 24-bit 192K coaxial digital input and optical digital input, and then we've got an asynchronous USB input along with USB for the purposes of servicing and software update. Then we've got one of the 2 modules. Now what you will see over here is a 3rd and 4th. Now it comes pre-fitted with the MDC for additional coaxial inputs. Actually, sorry, these are outputs for coaxial and optical. The inputs are associated with the modular boards. The coaxial inputs, both labelled 1 and 2, and optical digital inputs, along with an AS-EBU, or balanced digital input. Now that comes standard pre-fitted, with 3 additional slots ready for you to upgrade. The most common is probably one of the HDMI return or ARC return feeds, and that's readily available and again very straightforward as far as a user to edit. We've had this, as I said, pre-fitted with a MDC for the BluOS, and you will see that the aerial input for wireless has been covered off with a beautiful little cap. That has a wireless and wired input along with 2 USBs. Now these can be utilised to either add the Bluetooth or support an external USB stick or small USB hard drive. The additional MDCs can be utilised for any number of future upgrades, to speak of MQA inputs, inputs and outputs of all sorts of things. So it's whatever you can't think of now, they've allowed for today. So there we have it. NAD's beautiful M32 direct drive digital integrated amplifier. Hugely popular, beautiful build quality. Unboxed here at the Listening Post in Christchurch, New Zealand. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more, subscribe to our channel.